Alright, look. There's been a lot of talk lately about what the next raid event's gonna be after 7-star Delphox raids are done later this week. Some people are like, it's gonna be Rillaboom. Some people are like, no, it's gonna be ground type Rillaboom. It's normal type Rillaboom. And I'm here to tell you that it's all wrong. It's not gonna be Rillaboom at all. Rillaboom is actually going to be later on this month, more towards the end of the month, and the next raid we're getting is actually our first legendary raid focusing on Mewtwo. And we've talked about this one a little bit before, but at this point, it's basically confirmed. So with that, let's talk about a timeline of events that led us up to this point, and when you can expect to see our very first legendary Pokemon appear as a raid event in Scarlet and Violet. So believe it or not, this all started with a singular post on Twitter from one of the biggest Pokemon leakers on the site that goes by the name of Riddler, and it was this image that was very simply just a Mewtwo standing next to the Mightest mark, which in and of itself is nothing very special. It's just an image. However, shortly after this, things got more interesting as we started to do a deeper dive into the newest, data mines for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's latest update. So shortly after this post was made by Riddler, we ended up with some new information from the data mines. One of which being that the description of the Mightiest mark has been changed in the game, originally saying that it belonged to Pokemon that were defeated in 7-star Tera raid events, to now just saying a mark that belongs to the Mightiest Pokemon. And on top of that, we also got some new information with new text being added into the game referring to Mew, where it says Mew is going to go all out against this formidable opponent. This was posted on Twitter by Matt, and also, has the in-game text to back this up. This led a lot of us to believe that Mew is going to play a very large role in an upcoming Terror Raid event, and things just kind of started laying themselves out a little bit more from there as we dug deeper. And what happened next could just not have, led any more into this theory if we had tried. Not even a couple days after all of this nonsense posted, the Pokemon Unite official Twitter account announced that for the 2nd anniversary of Pokemon Unite, in the middle of July they were going to be unveiling Mewtwo coming to the game, both as regular Mewtwo and Mewtwo X and Y as well. Coincidence with what's been posted? It's starting to look less coincidental as we go on here. And believe it or not, it just gets even crazier from this point on. Because as if things couldn't get any crazier at this point, after we got the announcement from Pokemon Unite that Mewtwo is coming to the game for the 2nd anniversary, we get the announcement from Pokemon Go that they are bringing back the Master Research for Shiny Mew in the game for the middle of July. And it's like, at this point, you really can't make things any more clear than this. But the question became why? Why is this happening? And the answer made itself very clear very quickly. Because shortly after this, Light, a very prominent Pokemon theorist, leaker, rumor person on Twitter, posted that, hey, July 18th actually marks the 25th anniversary of the release of Pokemon the First movie in Japan. And what does that movie feature? Why, none other than the legendary battle between Mewtwo and Mew that really kind of threw the Pokemon series into the limelight at that point. So at that point, things kind of become okay, this is no longer a theory, this is going to happen, it's just a matter of when. And as if things couldn't get any more clear at this point, we later got kind of confirmation from Anubis on Twitter, who posted a video of a Mewtwo Terror Raid that had been hacked in the place of Chestnut. And if Anubis brought a Mew to that raid, he got the exact same text that was put into the game, into the game files in the latest update, where it says Mew is going to go all out against this formidable opponent. And that also included Mew getting a stat buff for the raid against Mewtwo as well, with a 50% increase to its health and 20% increase to everything, every other one of its stats. That at that point kind of seals the deal that this is actually gonna happen at this point. But there's one other thing that makes this much more clear for us. and kind of solidifies the fact that this is a real thing at this point. And that's very simply the fact that after Anubis had finished this raid and done his testing, went out to find that, oh, after he completed the raid with his Mew had gotten the Mightest mark on it. So after defeating Mewtwo in a Tera raid, Mew came back out of it with the Mightest mark on it, having not had it going into the raid. All of this kind of leads to, everything culminates in saying that Mewtwo Tera raids are definitely coming. And whether or not they're like Sword and Shield, where you can face him and not catch him, is yet to be determined. But we can say a couple things for certain here. Raids are definitely coming. We will definitely be facing a Mightiest Mewtwo sometime in the near future. Odds are the Pokemon Company will be giving out Mew, or Game Freak will be giving out Mew as a mystery gift as kind of a counter to take this on. Mew will get a stat buff when going up against Mewtwo, and when Mew defeats Mewtwo in battle, it will be getting the Mightiest mark on it, which really leads me to believe that we won't be catching Mewtwo. We'll just be getting a Mightiest mark Mew. But with everything laid out for us like that, it's kind of time to talk about when can you expect to see a Mewtwo raid in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And the answer to that is, we honestly don't know. But if I had to guess, based off all the information I have scoured off Twitter, all the research I've done, all the research other people have done, we can pretty safely say that if Delphox raids for round 2 are going to end on July 16th, I would highly bet that the 16th or the 17th, we get an announcement that Mewtwo is coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet as a 7-star raid the week of the 20th through the 23rd of July, with a possible round 2 of July 27th through July 30th. And again, we don't know this for sure, but you can't tell me that it's the 25th anniversary of Mewtwo Strikes Back, Mewtwo's coming to Pokemon Unite, Mew is appearing as Master Research again in Pokemon Go, and we're getting all of this added into the update of the game at once. It's just all way too much of a coincidence. So, with that, keep an eye out, because as soon as Mewtwo raids are announced, we will have information to let you guys know everything that we know the second it comes out, and exactly what you're going to need to do to defeat what is honestly going to be the most difficult 7-star raid we will probably ever have in this game. So I want you guys to let me know down in the comments below. What do you think? Does all of this add up and suggest that Mewtwo raids are coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Or do you think that Game Freak is just leading us on and the next raid that we're going to get is just going to be Rillaboom? And that's it, because he is the only one we have left out of the original slate of Tera raid mons. But as always, that's all I got for you guys. If you found this helpful, or if you're excited for Mewtwo raids like I am, make sure and leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're not already, so that way you can stay up to date with all the information we have. And hop in and do raids with us when we're done. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!